Right, for this video we are going to create a manual stock take. In order to do that, you need to click on the Products and Services tab, and we go down to the Process Transactions button, and on this window here, under the Stock tab, we are going to click on Stock Take. This opens the Stock Take screen, which lists all stock takes done. The newest one will always be the last line. In order to create a new one, we go on the Create New Stock Take. It brings up this window, Create New Stock Take. You select your location, drop down menu, scroll down to the relevant department in your resort. So here we are working with PRL Trust, and we are going to do a stock take for maintenance. So we click on maintenance so that it shows there now. Then we go to stock store, we click on the drop down, and again you will scroll down until you find the department store, which is maintenance store. The next block shows date and time. That will always default to today's date and time. You can leave those as is. The next one is stock selection method. We are doing a manual stock take, so we need to change this automatic via selection criteria. You click on the drop down and change it to items added manually. As soon as you click there, you will notice on the right that everything has been grayed out, so you don't need to worry about any of those choices. Once you've selected items added manually, you click on the proceed button, and it brings up this message saying the selected stock store is not the default store for location. Are you sure this is correct? You say yes, and you'll see it has created a new one with today's date and time, the department you're doing it, the stock store, and here it shows you that the stock take is open and it is a manual batch. In the window below there is nothing listed, so we need to add the items that we are going to count. In order to do that, you'll click on the Add Item button, which brings up a stock search screen. The next step we need to do is add a filter, because all the stock here is every single stock file on the system for everything, and that is a lot of info to work through. So we are going to change it here with View Stock Group. We click that down and we search for our resorts group that we are going to work in. So here we have our resort. We're working with PRL items only, and we want stock from the maintenance store. So we click on the maintenance store tab, and you'll see it is only showing stock that is listed under this group. In order to add the items that we're going to count, you can either do a search here in the for text box. So let us try a light bulb. And we will select from here. We will select floor lamp light 36 watt. And once we've selected the item that we are looking for, we click here, accept. It has now added it to our stock count. To add another item, we do the same procedure by clicking on the Add Item button. It brings us back to the stock search screen. We'll do a filter by dropping down in the View Stock Group, go down to your resort, and select the store that you would like to search through. In this case, it's PRL items only, and we're in the maintenance store, so we select that, and it brings us back to this list with maintenance store items only. If you do not wish to search by typing in here, you can always scroll down on the right hand side to take you through your list until you find the item that you are looking for. Hey ho, what do you know? I'm looking for spray handy fan, and there it is. So I highlight the line and then I say accept item, and now it's added it onto my stock count. Let's add another item. We go to the add item button, brings us to the stock search screen. We change the view stock group, go back to our resort, and select the store. And now I'm going to add a neon tube. Highlight the line, go to the accept item button in the top right, and it's added it to the bottom of my stock count. And you repeat this process for however many items you wish to count. Then the next step will be to add in your count. We're going to do this in the unit 1 count column, which, depending on the way your system is set up, could be in a different location. So you need to look for the column that says unit 1 count. You may or may not be able to move your columns around like this, but it's not necessary to do that. All you need to do is make sure that you put your count in this column. So here we have the floor lamp light T836 watt, and I'm going to say we have 5 in stock. So we put the number 5 in there. Now you've got two options. You can either click the next line with your mouse, or you can just use the down arrow on your keyboard. So for the next item, the spray handy fan, I'm going to say we've got 2 of those in stock, and I'm going to move down for neon tube, and I'm going to say we've got 7 of those in stock. So you'll repeat this process of counting until you have finished all the items on your list. The next step is to get your total. If it's a short list like this, you can add them up manually, or you can go directly to this print button. If you click on it, it brings up your stock take printout, and it shows all your items as they are in the stock take screen, and it shows you your unit 1 count as listed there, and it also shows you your total number there, 14. But to make doubly sure that you get the right number, you look in the left hand side of the screen where it says control total 14. That is your final count for your stock take. So once you've recorded that number, 14, you can close here, and we go to the next part of the screen where it says control total, and you put in the number you've just counted, which is 14. Once you've done that, we can go to process transaction. You click there. Now it's bringing up a warning message. This message is telling you that there is no rand value assigned to your stock. Do you wish to continue? In the case of housekeeping and maintenance, it's not necessary to assign a rand value. You only need to assign a rand value if it's a stock item that you're selling in your kiosk or shop or bar. So we are going to continue by clicking on the yes button, and now we get a final warning saying, are you sure you want to process the stock take? If you're still unsure, you can say no and go through the process again until you're happy. Or if you're satisfied that your count number here with the control total is right, you can click on the yes button, and as soon as you do that, you will see that this wording here in the final count column is going to change from open and put in a number. Now this number starts at 1 at your resort, and it keeps counting forever. So your numbers are going to go in running order from lowest to highest forever in a day. So as soon as I say yes, it changes that number to 21. This now means that my stock count is complete and that I cannot do any changes on this particular stock count.